question that I have been called to channel recently is, how do you truly begin to love yourself deeper? To ultimately set yourself free of any anger, pain, resentment, jealousy, greed, sorrow, grief, and a feeling of misplacement or not belongingness in life. Something within has been stirring. It's a time-old story, a story of great remembrance, the true source of love. It is not written in any books, only in the history of the heart. And those whom know how to remember and to live by that law of pure cosmic love. Love is creation. Creation is magic. And magic is imagination. Imagination is intuition. Intuition is this life experience. As we are intelligent spiritual beings having a linear human experience, and yet we fathom, how can we love deeper, as if not already coming from the source of love. Is it so that we have evaded a path that follows that law of true love in life? I know time and time again, war was chosen over showing actions of love and healing, and things that were more so needed to transcend why the war would be needed in the first place, as it surely was not wanted by anyone, truly. So in coming forward and channeling this question, and channeling an answer, one of many, in which always use your discernment, picking out what resonates with you and leaving whatever doesn't. Whatever doesn't is not yours to pick up as your own. And that can go being said through a lot of different life experiences. But This message right now requires your time and attention. If you so have to offer that at this time, it is of a best interest, and it is of my pure intentions to not waste it, and to provide you clarity, peace, guidance, and the remembrance of true love that exists vibrantly and full of life eternally. What's lost can be found. It is never gone. There is a difference. There is a difference. What there is not a difference of, nor a separation, is what's between you and I. Though we have our own personalities and our own life experiences, from the core source in which we derive, we are one. This is the love of nature to continuously create itself, to continuously experience itself as and through itself. And this nature is love. In speaking about love, I am not bypassing darkness. And I'm not withdrawing the truth that there is much wisdom and infinite creation in darkness as well. In fact, it is the field of pure potential where anything and everything comes about from once a seed of absolute nothingness. Which is where we all come from. Each and every single planet in this whole system that we can try to fathom the expanse of. But really, we are present here and now. And how you can best embody this law of love in each moment is by pausing and choosing to be intentional and present. Choose presence over busyness. Choose silence over scrolling. Choose peace over war. Choose love over difference and distance. I am just as you are. There is no separation, and all the love within my heart is within your heart, as you know, and as I know. It is innately reciprocated. Yet I do not hold expectations or attachments. I just simply know, and so it is. And perhaps this knowing is imaginary. But again, imagination derives from the source of magic. And magic derives from the source of creation. And creation derives from the source of love. So this is how and what and why I am. Be present. Sit with yourself. Ask yourself how you can fully love yourself deeper in this moment now and in the moments following. They are not far behind. They are here. And that moment over there is here now. Every choice, every action is so incredibly important and profoundly impactful. In this paradigm, cause has an effect. What is your cause? What is your reasoning? What is your why as to what you are doing and who you are? Because be cause. Be who you are. And if you be who you are, then surely the effect is beautiful and impactful in the ways that it can be inspiring, yet also provoking for evolution. Because you are that powerful, especially when you seat yourself upon thy throne and embody that as the truth that is the truth. There is no separation from the truth and the I am. So know who you are and be it. Be all that I am. That I am. There's many that would rather live some kind of life as if performing on a stage for applause and validation and outer acceptance that their performance was good and worthy of that applause. And although they may get a standing ovation, or all buzzers hit, or a golden ticket down the yellow brick road, they were still on that stage for a reason. They believed in themselves enough to get onto that stage, yes. And I give them credit for that bravery. And no judgment cast. And if they had just loved and believed in themselves, perhaps they would not have even required that audience applause, or those buzzers, or the golden ticket, to realize that their golden ticket is the love and belief they have in themselves, and their capabilities to achieve their dreams on their own, using their own resources, their own affirmative vices. The stage is not necessity to be part of. The applause, the audience, the followers, the labels, the entitlements, the riches, the paparazzi, fame. It is not a necessity to be the embodiment of success in life. The magazine covers, the articles, the shout-outs, being in the headlines, winning a trophy. It is not a necessity to live life in success, nor happiness, nor fulfillment. In the current paradigm, many have believed that is their truth, and for them that is their truth. And I cannot deny them their truth. Who am I to deny anyone of anything? If I do that, I am denying myself of something as well in trade. And as much as I'm consciously aware of, I try not to deny myself most things. And that is a learning curve, because I've grown up in these times. And the generation in which I chose to sprout within has been very clung to social media and status and followers and comparison, and very much so being part of those stage acts to find their own sense of belongingness and validation, that they are worthy to be in this world and to be looked up to. And if they make it to be famous, oh, well, they are successful. But I shall say that fame has provided much of the opposite of success for a lot of those that have chosen the spotlight over the true spotlight, the holy light, raining down upon them and shining from within them of pure sovereignty and creational consciousness. I am here as just a reminder that there are more important things in life than having material success, than having all the money, than having all the followers, than having the most high class, high ticket value spiritual retreat, or practices, or being a guru. There's so much more to life. And that is for you to explore. That's why you're here. So allow yourself to explore. Allow yourself the freedom to be exactly what and who and why you want to be. Allow yourself to go spontaneously to the places that pop inside your mind and bring you a smile. Allow yourself to express yourself in ways that make you laugh, make you sing, make you dance, make you fall in love with life, and rather remember the love that life eternally provides and is you. Remember with a full heart that there is more to life than meets the two physical eyes. You are simply seeing me through this screen now with your two eyes and listening with your two ears. But if you were to truly see what was happening in this moment, there would be no doubt of miracles within yourself. There would be no doubt that miracles exist. Because I am here nor there. I have come into your perception at this time to offer this message and to walk through the next door. It is a moment, and the more you believe in miracles, the less you will see this as something special. Because the more you believe in miracles, the more all of life is special. And then perhaps it just becomes your life. I know that if I were to sit here completely still, even still in breath, that I could bring myself to stone. I have done so before. And then I wilt into flesh again. And whenever I go into those phases of stone, I'm sitting in a meditative, peaceful position, almost as if how you would see a Buddha statue. And this is very easily accessible to me when I am by a flowing stream of water and hearing birds and barefoot. This is because I choose to stand completely still in time. Therefore, I still time. Therefore, I control time. I am allowed to speed up and slow down my surrounding environments because of this ability that we all have access to if we tap in, to be still and to choose peace and presence. Most of these things in which I do not usually choose to share, because in the paradigm in which I chose to sprout within the generation, it was made to believe that self-empowerment and confidence was that of an unhealthy, self-righteous ego. And we saw many power structures fall weak and power greedy within that self-expression. And many did really dive into that pool of being power greedy and went very, very deep as far as to bring harm to others and cause war unnecessarily. And so it became a bit traumatizing over time to express an ego that may otherwise be seen as full of itself or talking out the rear. But as I know you sense, this is not coming from words from the rear. This is God word. I speak so with great humility and honor and respect and reverence and sovereignty in all that I'm sharing. This is not the nature to boast. This is the nature to uplift. And this is part of the reason why I chose to come here at this time, was to heal the God-righteous, powerful egos, because they are not enemies. They have been manipulated, because the mind is manipulatable. But the heart cannot be, because the power of feeling, and feeling is intuitive. The power is discernment. You feel a yes and you feel a no. You feel what's in alignment and you feel what makes you want to not be involved. It is very clear. Willpower is the second component in which you actually act upon your discernment. You actually act upon your word. And I desire within all of my true intention and God will intention, I desire to embody through action what I speak, because I have seen far and wide and many of times people speak and that's all it is. It's hollow word. And to me, I see that as infinite potential just being thrown out, because God word is infinite potential. What you speak, you create. Truly. Especially more so when it comes from a place from your belief systems. If you truly believe that you love yourself, and you speak that to yourself, I love you. I am happy. I am grateful. I love life. And I truly believe that. So therefore, that's my life experience. The same it works on the opposite end. This is really just a reminder that there are more important things in life than what meets the two physical eyes. Ask yourself why you have not allowed love unto yourself, perhaps for a long time. And if it's from past traumatic wounds and experiences, ask yourself why you have held on to that for so long and have kept yourself from this love experience for so long when you've needed it most. Ask yourself why you have kept yourself held back. And you may find that you are ready not to be held back anymore. And I speak that is true for whomever needs that in their journey right now. Divinely orchestrated, everything in divine timing, I speak that you are ready to embody that lesson of how to love yourself deeper. And for those that are learning, I speak peace and love and gratitude and grace unto you and your life journey. Truly, from the cosmic source of love, as all that I am, unto you, no separation. Look in the mirror. That love is seated within you, and you are allowed, you are worthy, and you are deserving of tending to that seed and growing your whole own beautiful garden, so incredibly fruitful and floral and fragrant and healing and purifying and joyously fulfilling. This is your destiny, that garden and that fulfillment, that fruitfulness, that abundance, that prosperity, that dream life. Allow yourself that remembrance. Just allow yourself to love yourself. Allow yourself grace and patience and presence and ease. And so it is. Love yourself. For you. Namaste.